Hey everybody, I wanted to do a makeup video tutorial for beginners who are just starting out and want to do their makeup but really want to use 5 products or less. So I started with e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I really like this primer. It does have a tacky feel, but I do feel like it helps the makeup to adhere to the skin better. You always want to start on freshly washed skin, moisturized, and sunscreen, of course, and then you go in with your primer. I do not feel like primer is a step that you can skip. That is my opinion, but I really do feel like it helps the makeup to hold and stay on for longer terms, especially if you're planning to wear this to go to work or you're going to be on an outing all day. Nars is the foundation that I used, and as you can see with the pump size, I didn't use much. This is the Long Wear Radiant foundation. I like Nars probably the best. Of course, this is my opinion, but although it is pricey, it's about $52. Foundation is the one thing I would say invest in what I've learned over the years with makeup. Invest in your foundation because that's your base, and really you want your base to be strong, and everything else will kind of just, it should go all and flow together, if that makes sense. But yes, this makeup is $52 if you don't want to spend that much. I do like the e.l.f. foundation for a simpler price, and I do like NYX or NYSX, if some of you call it that, to cut down on the price. But if you're looking to invest and have a really good solid foundation, I do like the Nars brand of foundations. So I went ahead and blended all that out over my whole face. I started on my side that has less of skin issues, and then I put the foundation on the other side and kind of let it sit for a few seconds, just because, I don't know, it seems to provide a better amount of coverage. So I would say if you're just starting out, make sure you blend it until it looks like your skin if you need to, and then afterwards go in with a setting spray. In this video it is focused on dewy, so I went in with a dewy setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray because I use the e.l.f. Power Grip primer, and I just like it. It kind of melts the makeup in, and it's a mist, so it's not like you're spraying it on harsh, and it's affordable. It's $10. So after you've applied your foundation, you've applied your setting spray, you go in. You don't have to do this step first, but you don't have to use blush at all. This is not one of the products that's a must do in a simple beginner friendly makeup look. I'm a blush girl. I really like blush. So I always under blush. I put my blush on under powder just because I feel like I can go a little bit more dramatic on the blush, blend it out, and then put the powder over it, and it kind of makes it what's the word, it's not as dramatic then. Like the powder kind of makes it more subtle. When I sit it on top, it almost feels like it's literally just sitting on top. Now I don't feel like that with powder blushes, I'm sorry, but I do feel like that with like cream blushes and everything like that. I just like to put it under, but again, blush is optional. This is not one of those steps that you have to do. Next, I went in with a pressed powder, and the pressed powder really just sets the foundation. It helps with the transfer of the foundation and again the wear of the foundation. And then with this particular pressed powder, to me it gives a blur effect. So you see me using two. I use shade 330 and I also use shade 355 because, like most makeup brands, sometimes there's never the right shade, so you kind of got to mix in. These two shades work well together for me, and as you can see, it goes on and it immediately creates like a blur. So I had it on lightly around my blush first and kind of go in all around my whole face, focus on my T-zone where I gather the most oil. And of course you're probably thinking this is a dewy look, so why are you wearing? Well, because with pressed powder the oils are going to come through regardless anyway throughout the day, so I wouldn't worry about if it goes on looking matte, because you will oil out throughout the day and it'll end up still giving you that dewy look. So with the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, I believe it retails for about $10 or $11. It could be less, could be more, don't quote me on it, but again, I still feel like it's affordable. And you can even, as I'll probably do if I haven't already in this video, tap it lightly on your eyes, because again, eyeshadow is optional. It is not a product that you need. I'm really making this look tailored to women who, I'm just starting out, I want to wear something simple and quick. I don't want to spend 45 minutes in the morning on this. I just want to get it done. So in this step, I just spray the setting spray again just to melt down that powder. And of course, as you can see, it brought the dewiness back into my face. And it's a healthy amount of dewy. I don't look oily. I don't look like I just took a bath in Crisco. So my next step was mascara. Now this is a go-to for me. Some people wear lashes, I don't. So mascara is one of those, like, you know how you have things or staples that you don't leave the house with, whether it's jewelry, whether it's glasses. For me, it's mascara. So this step again is optional, but I am using the Thrive Cosmetics. It is on the higher end, but it's well worth it. They are liquid lashes and it immediately makes the difference. They stay all day. And what I do like about Thrive is when you're taking off your makeup, you don't get raccoon eyes. It's not running. So this is the final look, and it's very glowy still, even with the pressed powder. It's very dewy and it looks natural. This is like, I can go to work in this, I can run errands in this. It's not dramatic, it's just pretty. So now I'm just showing you everything I used. Again, just in case you want to take notes, or just in case you want to follow this technique all the way through. The one thing I didn't do on camera is show the lip gloss. So I'm just wearing the e.l.f. lip oil in the color clear. And then I also, just for pigment purposes, went in with the Seraphine Berry color. And it just gives my lips a pink tint to them. Kind of just to bounce off my blush. But, I mean, it's really simple. So it's just a few steps, and it's really what works for you. Always do what works for you. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. Have fun with it. Bye, guys.